Hi, in this video we will take a look at the linking functionality of the article editor. I have prepared 4 slides to show the 4 different types of linking that we can make. The first one is how to link to an article or another menu page. Now, the first step would be to select the word or to select an image. You can't do both, you can only do one of them, but you can link either to images or you can link on words. The second step would be to choose the J-tree link tool, which is that one, not to be confused with that one. And the third step is when this window pops up, we will have to navigate down to the article that we want to link to. Now you will notice that there are handles there which you have to click on, which will open up this tree. And in this specific example, I have chosen the About Us article. The moment you click on it, it fills it into those fields and the reference to where it is on the system. Of course, you can also link to a menu. Now, the menu tree doesn't show there, but I have drilled down in it here. So you can, of course, also use this specific J-tree link to link to any menu page. Now, if you click, let's say, on the Contact Us page, it will then, when you click on the link, it will take you to the Contact Us page. The second linking type is how to link to another website. The basic steps are the same. The first step would to be either select the word or select the image you want to create a link on. Then, in this case, you use the link tool, which is that tool, not the J-tree link tool, but that tool. Now, the first thing is to, when we want to link to another website, this window will pop up. You have to choose the link type. The third step is you have to choose the link type URL. The protocol should be http:// when you click on that arrowhead. You will get the choices. Be aware that sometimes websites have got a HTTPS protocol, which the S stands for secure. Like Google and banks and so on, they normally use the secure protocols, but a lot of other websites, including the Bowlers Club's websites, only use HTTP. And then once you have chosen the protocol, you must type in the domain name for that website. What you need to be aware of is if you click on the link, once it is in there, the page, the new web page will open over the web page that you are currently in. For that reason, when you go to the target tab, you get the opportunity to choose a few alternatives, and I always use new window, which means that you will still have your old website open and the new website will open in a new window. Right, so let's step on to the third possibility. The third way of linking would be how to link to a file. Now the first step is exactly the same. You highlight the word or you highlight the image, select rather. You then again choose the link tool. On the third step, you remain with the link type URL, but the protocol, in this case, you leave as other. And when you click on the browse server, it will open up another window and you can drill down to your files on the server. find the file. We will look at an example later, which will, once you click on the file, it'll put the file inside that field, the URL field. You click on OK, and it will set up your link. Again, before you click on the OK, use the target new window, otherwise your website may be overwritten with a blank screen. And in a lot of cases, some of the browsers will not allow you to open the file directly. You will probably have to download it before you can open the file, download it to your PC. Right, the fourth method of linking is how to link to an email address. Again, the first step is exactly the same. The second step is to use the link tool as well. The third step would be to select the email link type, and then simply type in the email address that you want to send an email to. Bear in mind that when you set up an email link like this, you will not use the website contact us page to be able to send an email, but rather your email client that sits on your PC, not on the website. Right, so those are the 4 ways of linking. I'm just going to move that away, and then we can work through a few examples. Right, so first things first, let's go into the editing. Right, the editor has now popped up. So as I said, first things we have to do is you have to either select a word, and to select a word, simply double click on it, or you could click in front of it and hold your mouse key in and drag over it. The next thing we have to do is we click on the JTree link tool. Right, and you will notice when this window pops up and it gives you a choice of content or menu that you can link to. So to open this, you need to click on that little handle, and then you will find certain categories. Inside these categories you will find some articles as well. So if we keep on opening this, you will notice that we have all these articles. So if you click on those handles, it will open and close them. Right, so let us just choose. If we go into the uncategorized, choose the About Us article to link to. You will see that when I clicked on it, it filled it in. So if I click on OK, you will notice that the word now changed to red. If I hover over it, you can see that it changes, and you will see that it pops up to say that that is now linked to About Us. Right, you can do the same. To link from an image, just click on the image. You can see how it is selected, and do exactly the same. You click on the JTree link thing. It is, of course, as you've left it before. This time, let us not look at content. Let us look at menu items. So it gives you the choice of the main menu, and there are all the pages. So when we click on that image, we want to go to the gallery page. So we choose the gallery page, and we click on OK, and it is linked. As you can see, when I hover with the mouse over it, then it pops up with gallery to show that it is linked. And that's it. That's the first way of creating a link. Right, so let's create another link. Let's say we're going to select that word, furniture, and we're going to link to another website from that word. Right, I've selected that. So the next thing I do is I click on the link tool. I then the link type is URL. The protocol would be HTTP. As I said, be careful because it could also be HTTPS. These others I would ignore. For a website you will use either one of those two. So HTTP, and all that is necessary to do now is to type in the concern.co.uk, the domain name of the website you want to link to. Right, now as I said, if you don't want this new website to overwrite this current website, then choose new window and it'll open the new website in a new window. Everything is good. I will click on OK, and you will again see that that has now turned into a red. That will now take us to the new website. The next way that we can create a link is we can create a link to, we'll choose that word happiness. I double clicked on it. We're going to create a link to a file. So we're going to keep that URL, and we have to, in this case, you can see there's no way that you can choose file there. So we leave it in other. Then we have to find the file we want to link to. So we click on Browse Server. This pops up, a directory for your files or a folder where you can keep your files. There's a file. I've got one file in there which I will click to. Again, go to the target, new window, click on OK, and we have now linked to a file from that word. The last link option that we're going to go through in this video is to link to an email address, strangers at somewhere. Now that looks more like an email address, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a link to that word, and I will click on link. This time I will choose email. It then gives me the opportunity to put in an email address, and the email address is strangers at somewhere.com, just so it looks like a legitimate email address. Now the message subject, of course you can put something in there if it is always going to be the same subject, or you can leave it blank so that whoever clicks on the thing can type in his own subject. Also in the advanced tab, no need to do anything there, so I would just simply ignore that. So simply click on OK, and you have now created an email link, or a link to an email address for that. What's left to do now is to click on Save. You remember we had a link there to About Us page. We had a link there to the gallery. We have a link there. Cast your eye at the bottom here when I hover over that. That is a link to the file, and we've got that link to, again, in the top, in the bottom left corner, you will see mail to strangers at somewhere.com. And of course there is the link to an external website, which you can also see at the bottom. So let's test this. If I click on there, we should go to the gallery. And there you are. We are now in the gallery, as you can see, and there is our gallery. Just go back to news. If I click there, then I would expect to go to the About Us page, or the About Us article, and there is the About Us article that it has taken us to. Going back where we were, if I click on happiness, then that should take us to the file that we have linked to. So I'm just clicking on that, and there is the file that I have linked to. It has opened it up in a new page, just to show you. I'm just dragging it down. There you can see there's the new page, and there is our old page. If I click on that, then what should happen is I should be sending an email to using my PC client to send an email. So if I click on it, which I just did, let's see what happens. I'm waiting for something. How do you want to open this? Do you see it asks me to look for a mail client to open this? So if I click on mail, just let's see what it'll give me. I of course do not use a mail client, I use Google Mail. So it wants me to set up a mail client on my machine, which I'm not going to do. So I'm just going to kill that off. But this just to demonstrate that all these have now worked very well. And of course, I have not demonstrated that one yet. So if you look at that, if I click on that, it should open the new website for me, which is clubconcern.co.uk. And you can see there still I have the old website still open. It opened it in a new window. So going back, right, so this is all that I can tell you about the linking. Thank you for watching.